My wife vanished before our dream vacation. Then I landed to find my life was gone too. Cabin pressure. I eased into my first-class seat, finally relaxing for the first time in months. The hum of the engines was calming, almost meditative. I'd splurged on this trip. A week in the Maldives, hammocks over crystal blue water, no emails, no deadlines, no chaos. Just me, the ocean, and my wife Olivia. We needed this. Things had been rocky between us lately, but this was our chance to reset. I ordered a whiskey neat and checked my watch. Olivia always made a dramatic entrance. I smiled, imagining her breezing down the jet bridge at the last second, oversized sunglasses and all. But 10 minutes passed. Then 20. The jet bridge retracted. The cabin doors sealed. A flight attendant walked past, doing the final safety checks. "Excuse me," I said, rising from my seat. "My wife, she hasn't boarded." She smiled, polite but firm. "I'm sorry, sir. The cabin is secure. We've already pushed back." My stomach dropped. I sat down and fumbled for my phone. Just one notification. A voice message from Olivia. I hit play. "Hey babe," she said, her voice too soft, too light, too rehearsed. "Oh, I'm not coming. Don't be mad. You'll figure things out soon enough. But let's just say, the trip isn't yours anymore. Consider this your grounding." Blick. The message ended. I was frozen in place as the plane began to rise into the clouds. My drink sat untouched. My pulse was another story. Turbulence. 12 hours. No sleep. No further messages. When I landed, I was disoriented and furious. I tried calling her mid-flight. Straight to voicemail. My texts were marked delivered, but never read. Her social accounts. Vanished. Something was deeply wrong. This wasn't a breakup. It felt like a disappearance. An erasure. As I walked through the arrivals terminal, part of me still clung to hope. Maybe she missed the flight, maybe this was some twisted prank. But I wasn't met with a laughing Olivia. I was met by two men in dark suits. "Mr. Carson?" one of them asked. "Please come with us." Grounded. No cuffs. No yelling. Just a cold, quiet interrogation room. The older agent slid a file across the table. "We have reason to believe you're involved in identity fraud, financial misrepresentation, and international laundering." "What?" I laughed in disbelief. "You've got the wrong guy." But then came the screenshots. Bank transfers, emails, signatures that looked like mine but weren't. Shell companies, offshore accounts, wire transfers in my name. And Olivia. "She boarded a flight out of the country 2 hours before you landed," the agent said. The fallout. When they finally released me, pending investigation, my phone blew up. 3 missed calls from my bank. My business account. Frozen. My savings wiped. Our joint investments. Liquidated. Everything was gone. She drained me. Forged my authorizations. Sold our house. Listed my car. Even my work laptop was locked by my employer. Flagged for suspicious activity. I wasn't being dumped. I was being deleted. She hadn't just left. She'd buried me. The flight plan. I staggered into a cheap airport motel with nothing but a carry-on and a growing sense of rage. But I had one thing left. Knowledge. She thought I was stupid. But I was just in love. Big mistake. I found an old tablet we used to share. I'd packed it without thinking. When I logged in, I discovered she'd never disabled the sync to a backup email. And there it was. A confirmation from a luxury travel agency. Destination Cape Town. Not Maldives. Passenger. Olivia Carson and guest. Step 2, the back door. I called Alan, an old college friend and cybersecurity expert. "How bad?" he asked. "Nuclear," I said. "Give me 48 hours, he replied. Step 3, the insurance. I filed a police report. Identity theft, financial abuse, fraud. I contacted Carla, a ruthless lawyer who owed me a favor. After I told her everything, she said, "This wasn't a betrayal. It was a hit job. Let's make sure she doesn't get to enjoy it." Olivia thought she'd won. She had no idea I'd already started charting a course to take everything back. Cape Town calling. Alan worked fast. She's sloppy, he said. Her boyfriend's worse. The boyfriend, David, was using fake identities to help Olivia funnel money through shell companies. Alan tracked IPs, pulled metadata, and matched photos they'd posted to a private villa overlooking the Atlantic Ocean. Can you get into her phone? Yes. He laughed. Already in. Step 4, the setup. From her phone we learned everything. Bank logs, messages, even a typed draft she never sent. He's not as dumb as he looks. If he finds out, we're screwed. Be ready to vanish early if I say the word. Perfect. I hired a private investigator in Cape Town. Gave him everything: photos, dates, names. I didn't want threats. I wanted pressure. 3 days later, Olivia texted David. I swear I saw someone outside the villa. Think he knows. That night I messaged her. Enjoying the view. Read. No reply. Then another. Check your accounts again. Because we'd frozen every access point. What she hadn't stolen we locked. What she did steal was now flagged and held under legal investigation. They weren't rich anymore. They were trapped. Broke. Spose. Checkmate. I landed in Cape Town under a new name. Alan handled the alias. Carla paved the legal path. I wasn't here for revenge. I was here for closure. The villa was gaudy and smug, like everything she'd stolen. I walked through the front door at sunset. Olivia stood barefoot in the living room, wine glass trembling in hand. David sat on the couch, already looking like a kicked dog. You look surprised, I said. She opened her mouth. No sound came out. You wanted to erase me, I continued. Now it's your turn. I handed her a folder. Every forged transaction, every fake identity, every damning message. You were spying on me, she whispered. No. I was building a case. Then I gave her the second envelope. Official charges. Identity theft, fraud, laundering, and more. David stood up. You can't do this. It's entrapment or... Sit down, I barked. Interpol already has your file. They both froze. Then I laid out the deal. You sign everything over. Assets, accounts, stocks. Every cent left. And I walk away. No charges. You disappear, quietly and forever. Tears ran down Olivia's face as she signed. David was already stuffing a duffel bag, shaking. The exit. I walked away that night without a word. By morning they were gone. Last I heard, they tried to cross a border by bus. Interpol doesn't forget. Neither do I. Epilogue. Home now. Stronger. Wiser. My business is recovering. My reputation's clean. Olivia. Just a whisper in legal forums. David. Still in custody somewhere in Europe. Revenge wasn't about rage. It was about precision. And when you set the trap just right, even the smartest manipulators fall straight into it. What do you think? Did he go too far, or was justice served? Let us know in the comments. And if you love jaw-dropping stories of betrayal and revenge, hit that subscribe button and like this video, because we've got more insane stories coming your way. Thanks for watching Breakup, Cheater.